Okay, Ben here again, and it is time for my Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or just Pokemon Violet review. So, let's get it on. Yeah. Okay. Remnants from last night. Let's see here. Do we got no volume? Okay. So, actually, I don't know how loud we actually want that because who knows about Nintendo and their copyright strike. So, what do you think? This is possibly the best and worst Pokemon game ever. It's the first time a game has ever crashed on me, and I think that has to do with a memory leak. It reminds me of Fallout 3 for the PlayStation 3 where as the file sizes continued to grow, it became more and more difficult for the game or the system or whatever the programming was going on to manage the thing. So the longer you leave this open in the cache and the more Pokemon you catch, the more data is going through the thing, and I think that's the reason why it's crashing. Anyway, where do we want to start? Let's start off with the map. And this is just a small thing, but it's kind of annoying for me. The default setting is the third zoom, whereas I would prefer the default setting to be the second zoom. Well, it's actually the first zoom. So yeah, the default is the middle zoom. This is the default I want, and you can't change the options. It would be great if you could actually change the options, but that's a little too close for my taste. Although you can see the Pokemon that are in the area when you do that. And if you zoom in real close, although there's not that much detail on the map, so this is really kind of an unnecessary thing. But, yeah. Also, if you are... if you want to traverse the map quickly, then this is the best option for you. And if I didn't say so earlier, which I didn't, spoilers! This is very endgame territory here, just like my Metroid Dread review. So, yeah, if you haven't finished the main story, at least, then you probably want to avoid this video for the time being, or maybe just read the description. But you can see we got an outbreak of, I guess that's Glimmet here. So you got the flashing monster sign behind the Pokemon icon. And these will appear randomly throughout the map. Not only do they have an increased spawn rate, the spawn rate for shinies, I believe, is increased, which is good, being a shiny hunter. But you'll also notice here the raids, or Terra raids, which are just like the Gigantamax raids from Gen 8 Pokemon Sword Shield. But generally, the ones with the circle around them should be the more difficult ones. And they'll tell you the type going in. Although, that is one of the coolest features of this game, is the addition of Terra types. So, let's get back to our Pokemon here. Check summary, I guess. Okay, so you can see this is a water and fighting type. Level 100, hey. I haven't put in like 100 hours in 2 weeks or whatever. But you'll notice that there's a type and the Terra type. So what that does, it's kind of like a Z move combined with, I guess, Mega or Gigantamax powers, because not only does it power up the one move for a once off, it powers up all moves of that type. So if I go into Terra mode, water types, all my water type moves, well, both of them, Aqua Step and Aqua Rush or Aqua Jab, what's the... Come on, where's the... There we go, Aqua Jet, thank you. Like, both of those will be powered up. Why did I get out of that menu? So, it's a little clunky, but I guess once you get used to it, it's fine. King Gambit, so Dark Steel, Fire Flying, nothing spectacular here. But the beautiful point about the Terra raids, or if you go to one of the towns and eat one of the meals, you can actually change the Terra typing. So you can actually have a third type advantage for your Pokemon. So let's say I wanted to go hook my Quaquaval up. Why did... Huh? Did I hit the wrong button? I must have hit the wrong button. Okay. So let's say I wanted to surprise somebody, like a grass type. What I could do is I could actually change my Terra type to flying, and then that would take, or make the Air Slash have same type attack bonus. So I think that's a really cool mechanic, and one of the best additions to Pokemon. Let's get back to the map here. Again, we're on the middle zoom, which, you know, you don't need at all. If you go all the way out here, and you can use either the right stick or the ZLZR buttons to do this, it will show you, well, the gyms and main objectives that you have yet to beat, but it also shows them the order in which you completed. So I started here with the Stony Cliff Titan for my first one. And you can exit out the west gate, or I suppose you could even go out of the south gate. West gate or the east gate. But I guess they sort of steer you into the Pokemon League. Because the first gym is out here at Cortando. Well, not first gym, but the easiest gym, and it's meant to be first, is over here. But I mean, you know, if you over leveled or power leveled, you could go straight to what I did for the last gym, Alfornada here, or the last star base, Team Star, which was out here, and that was pretty rough if I'm being honest, or the final Titan. But yeah, so when I first started, I'm going to call it the noob area because it is a noob area, either NEWB or NOOB, take your pick. But it took an hour to get out of the first area, and I was so pissed when I first started playing, because we've done that shit 8 times, and I'm tired of doing it. And that's also right why I was really irritated with the story, because Victory Road, the Pokemon League, you go to the 8 gyms in every game, and I really didn't want to do that. Starfall Street, you get these goofy guys in goofy costumes doing goofy shit, and you get the same boring team in basically every game, so I didn't want to do that. So I was really intent on doing Path of Legends. And not only is that the best thing to start with, because you power up Miraidon, which is your ride, but it also has the best story of the 3. Unfortunately, and again, endgame stuff, they all come together at the end, and you can't actually beat the game without beating at least 2 of them, but probably all 3. Yeah, I think you need to beat all 3 for it to actually go into the end game. So, you know, that's kind of annoying. It's, like I said, they try to steer you in a direction. You can do it whichever way you want, but it's not quite as open world as far as the quests go as they make it out to be when they're selling the thing. But the point is, I headed east, and I got the Stony Cliff Titan, and then I just sort of worked my way around to the next Titan. That was the goal, and this stuff was in the way, so I was like, yeah, figure why not do it. So I did the grass gym, and that was a little bit more difficult because I had the water starter, but I was really trying to hit the fire crew here, knock that out, and then this gym was on the way. And then finally got to this Titan, because I wanted to get the Titans. Again, they power you up, and it's got the best story, so I wanted to do that. Then I hit it out, got this gym, knocked that out. It was on the way to Titans, and so forth and so on. And then at the end of the day, I just cleaned up, you know, after getting my last Titan here for number 12. So, you know, I got a good alternating route here. Gym, or Titan, gym, star, gym. That's the way I did it. Anyway, you can do it in whatever order you want. So that's pretty cool. But you still have the same 3 boring starter types: grass, fire, and water. And you're still a freaking student at the start of the game, and that really annoyed me also. It's like, why do I have to be a student or a kid every game going on my Pokemon adventure? What if I wanted to be, you know, a regular, normal human from Vincia City here, you know, and I wanted to start here, and then I wanted to work my way around with whatever Pokemon I caught in the field, which, you know, could be a Tauros. That's another thing. The levels do not scale, and it really sucks. So, you could be here in the starter area and get a level 5, I don't know, we'll say Palmo, or Lechonk was popular, level 4 Lechonk at the beginning of the game, right? And then you do all this stuff, and you got a level 100 Pokemon. I'm not saying they should be a level 100, but... And I'm not saying they should all be level 60 like Sword and Shield was, but that's... you know, the point is you can come back to the noob area, and it's still a level 5 Lechonk, or whatever you got. And it's like, yeah... I don't want to fight you. And there's no repel in this game. It's so annoying. The little shits, and I'm about to show you how small some of these things are, but you can see them. Okay, that's good, but they still get in the way, and I'll show you why we still need repels even though you can see them and attempt to avoid them. Anyway, okay, so let's go over here. Alfornada. This is one of my farming spots, and oh boy, hope the battery doesn't die on the camera. Alright, let's get on me right on. Zoom around a little bit. Okay, so slow down and let some stuff spawn. Yeah, that's another thing. The Pokemon pop in, which is very annoying. Like, there's no smooth transitions. Okay, so you can clearly see these small guys there, but oh wow, see these little specks in the background. Did you see them? Did you see the Sinistea and whatever the Klefki? Right? I'm not gonna. Well, I might as well just roll it real quick. So they're so small. I cannot imagine playing this on handheld and trying to either catch these guys or avoid these guys, because it's like, what, a 6-inch screen? It's ridiculous. So they're too small. I mean, they're appropriate to the world, but you can barely see them. And this is maybe not the best area to indicate how difficult it is to see some Pokemon. But yeah, we're going full speed here, and I guess I'm close enough to the city that nothing will spawn. But well, see, they pop in, and you're going fast, and sometimes you just can't avoid them. And like, if it's a Rookidee, level 5 Rookidee, it's really annoying. But okay, so yeah, see, and then just gotta wait for them sort of to pop in and spawn, and see that little speck right there. Those two, that's 2 Sinistee. So difficult to see. Oh, there's a Gimme Gold coin somewhere. Yeah, you'll want to collect those as you're going along. And where else did we want to go? Another reason why we need repel, and I know I'm harping on the repel point, but like, seriously, how could you take it away from the game? Okay, we're gonna go to the thicket here, and for some of the Pokemon, as it loads, I mean, it's loading the entire world at the same time. So it's kind of the same as Breath of the Wild in that, you know, that's a little bit annoying. Where do we need to go? All right, let's set a marker. Okay, setting a marker is good, but you can't set permanent markers. And well, more than one marker. Like Breath of the Wild had 5 markers to go to, and I would have liked to have kept these, but like some of the things marked. But okay, we arrived at the destination. All right, so no. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the ZL button, and that allows you to look around and throw your Pokeball at Pokemon. And some Pokemon are in trees. Spoiler alert. So you'll want to look up here, right? And I don't see anything here. And then we're going to go to the next tree. And nothing here. There it is. And while you're looking up, you got this little shit here popping in and attacking you. And that could be avoided if there were repels. Okay, so that's my beef with repels. Again, it's open world. It's great. There's a great selection of Pokemon. Some of the new Pokemon have great, they're great designed. Great designs. But, like, the performance is ridiculous. Some of the textures are just ridiculous. They were complaining about the tree that looked like Breath of the Wild tree in Sword and Shield. But, I mean, the performance, it slows down to a grind sometimes. Trying to get some frame lag going here. Maybe fly and... Oh, there's somebody I haven't battled yet. So I guess we're going to stay here. But, yeah, you get going really fast. And you'll see the frame rate drop. And people pop in and out. I've seen hair floating. Pokeballs go through the floor. It really is ridiculous. And it's unacceptable, Game Freak. You need to get your shit together because it's just pathetic. 10 million people bought this game in 3 days, and you release a game in this state because you're tied to the Pokemon merchandise machine and the anime. That's ridiculous. Take the time, get enough developers so you can do the job right, okay? Because it's such a shame. The story, once you get to the end game and you see the story is fantastic. It's like the best story of any Pokemon game ever. I mean, apart from maybe the first, but that was the first one, so, you know, it was completely new and original. Yeah, so, picnic. You can't set up a picnic while riding a Pokemon. What you can do here... Oh my god, Oh yeah, B is the sneak button. Thanks for that. B is the run button in every single game. I'm not close to a person, young. Okay, so we'll set it up to see how long that took. Okay, you'll throw the Pokemon out. This is where you can wash them. I think you can play with them, talk to them, whatever. So that's kind of like Sword and Shield as we're running out of time here. But you got to make sandwiches. And look, I can cook in real life. And that's, again, what I hated about that so-called Zelda game is cooking. If I wanted to cook in a game, well, I don't want to cook in a game. I can cook in real life. So I want to do things I can't do in real life. Okay, so yeah, those are some of the annoying things in the game. Let's pack up and go so we can get on with this. Is there anything else? Pokeportal's alright. It's really annoying. There's one Pokemon that you have to be in Union Square with actual friends with to evolve. So that's annoying. Terror Raid battles are okay, but the lag last night was just disgusting. I think I clicked one move, and within about 20 seconds, it finally did the move, and suddenly the health bar of the Terra Pokemon was down at like halfway. So, again, Game Freak and Nintendo need to get their shit together there. I have not done Link Trade or Surprise Trade yet, although I suppose that they function the same as any other Pokemon game. Same as Link Battle. Battle Stadium. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Batteries did run out. So, we're talking about Battle Stadium and then Mystery Gift. That's all standard. That works okay, I guess. Except for, like I said, the lag in Terra Battle. So, there might be lag in battling online. I don't know. I haven't tried that. And if there is lag with a trade, and the trade gets broken midway, that could be a real problem for either you or your partner or the Pokemon that you're trading. So, that could be a problem. Let's see here. We've gone over the map. Have we gone over the menu bag? This is standard stuff, standard layout. It's alright. Ooh. Boxes. Boxes! Hey! Let's zoom over a few boxes and wait for it to load. Okay, I don't remember Sword and Shield taking that long to load all of the Pokemon in a box. It seemed pretty instantaneous to me. Do I even have any Pokemon in that box? I do not. But again, there we go. Okay, yeah, we went over Smalls and why this game still needs Repel, even though you can see them. Poke Portal options. This was strange. So yesterday I turned autosave off, and it saved when I did that. And then I closed the game, opened it up again, or maybe it crashed, one or the other. And autosave was on again. So that was a really strange thing. Yeah. Other than that, you got save here, connect to the internet, and yeah. Is there anything else I need to cover? You can move the camera, that's alright. The camera is a little more limited in battle, which is also kind of annoying. Why don't we get to battle here? Yeah, Rufflet, go away. Okay, there are also, they need to have more character models. Some of the character models, especially the Dragon Tamers and the Couriers, are used a lot. And I'll show you the Terrasilize and that's another problem with online for the Terra Rays. It goes through this animation, and it takes forever. Meanwhile, the timer is still counting down versus the Terra Raid Pokemon. That's something that they need to cut. Okay, one shot, of course. I mean, I am level 100. But, also, I could, you know, scale myself and carry around a weaker team if I wanted to. So there is that. Scyther. Let's get out Talonflame since I showed you. You can only do the Terra once. And then you need to recharge at a Pokemon Center before you can use it again. As opposed to Terra Raid battles where you have to use your moves 3 times. Unless you're, unless the Terra Pokemon steals your energy, or, yeah. Then you can finally Terra in there. But the good thing is that, everybody can Terra, not just one Gigantamax Pokemon, like Gen 8. Okay, but you can see the Pokemon are huge, detailed, great animation. You can see a raid in the background that, guess we could go check that out real quick. Alright. See? Now, I was right. Was I right in my Pokemon? Well, usually, I'm riding, Miraidon here. And if I went into battle riding him and talked to that dude, it would take me out of riding him. Whereas if you battle a wild Pokemon, you stay on the Pokemon here. So that's a little bit annoying. It's just, it's all the minor things that add up, and the fact that the game is so broken. Okay, well, we're not going to fight that thing, but you can see you get, oh, those charge the Terra Orbs too. Hey, that's good to know. But yeah, you obtained 1200 LP, which is another form of currency, like League Points. I don't see why they needed to add 2 different currencies. Where is... So see, this is difficult to navigate. You got the Pokédex, recently caught Pokemon, recently battled Pokemon, recent notes, okay. And then you have to hit X to go there, and profile. Is this where it tells you how much money you have? 95 hours. There you go. I got 366. The maximum you can catch without trading is actually 364. But I caught 2 of the Pokemon from the raids, Terra raids, and that just got me up to 366. Those are unique shiny Pokemon battled because I actually have 4 shiny Pokemon in my boxes. And what? Y is just closes, right? Where? I'm like, where is the detail for how much money I have? This bag? No. No. Adventure guide? Why is it tucked away way deep in there? So that's something that should be on the main menu here, like every other role-playing game. And that's another annoying thing too, because they put you to sleep, and you get hit anywhere from 1 to 3 times, and then the Pokemon finally wakes up. And in every other RPG known to man, you get smacked in the face, you're gonna wake up. So yeah, that's been annoying me the past couple of days. But like I said, it's the game crashes, the frame rate is terrible. And one more thing, Pomo here. Okay, so there are actually 3 Pokemon like this, but you have to, let's go mode. Alright, let's make him the lead Pokemon. Boom. Alright, if you hit the R button, you send the Pokemon out of the ball, they go running out, they do their thing. Do. Okay. Now, this fool needed to be outside of his ball for 1,000 steps in a row. Okay. To evolve. So we're gonna hit it again, send him over here. He's gonna battle this Torkoal. Boom. Now I think he'll send out a heart or a note there or something if like they have a type advantage, or the broken heart type if they have a type disadvantage maybe. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But okay, you're gonna do this, do. And why not? Just clear the house. Okay, so, this is not a bad feature. But 1,000 steps in a row means he cannot get KO'd. You cannot even press the ZR button to recall him to the thing. Oh my god, I hit the button. He's starting back at 0. That is ridiculous. Okay, let me get off me right on, because he's a little bit fast. So, I'm just moving at my normal speed, and where's my boy Pomo? He's not keeping up, is he? No! Boom! Back in the ball! Reset! What the hell, Game Freak? Why didn't you make it 1,000 steps cumulative? That is the stupidest requirement for evolving a Pokemon yet, and it pisses me off. Okay, see? Boom, back in the ball. I mean, he's already evolved, so I don't need to do that. But, it's just stupid, which is why I'm glad they found that exploit to evolve those 3 Pokemon. Because I spent the good part of 2 days evolving, 3 with this guy. So, yeah, I spent an entire day working to evolve him, because apparently I was doing it wrong. Because it's not cumulative. And then 2 days evolving the other one until I realized, or I read, that it has to be 1,000 consecutive steps without going back into the Pokeball. So again, if it's KO'd, boom, you're done. If you call it back into the ball yourself, you're done. If you fast travel, you're done. Stupid. Pisses me off. Evolutions like that, or evolution methods like that should not exist. 1,000 steps? Fine. total steps, not consecutively. It's fucking ridiculous. And yeah, I might need to put the disclaimer at the beginning of this video because getting worked up. And you would think that would be a minor thing, but no, there's like some of the Pokemon. Let's see here. Starters are understandable. I mean, it's spoiler territory anyway, and you've seen the inside of my boxes. Thankfully, most of the Pokemon you can actually catch evolved, but I'm pretty sure this guy is a special case, as the other two are. Gengar you can get in trade from one of the NPCs, but like I said, unless you get that raid, Scizor and Slowking, at least, you need people to evolve. And at this point, again, why are we paying? Well, I only bought one, but why are you cutting the game into two different versions just to make a sale? It's ridiculous. In 2022, there should be one version. One. Okay? Didn't somebody dissect the code for Sword and Shield, and they realized that all they did was change one line of code. One line of code. And that was the only difference between Sword and Shield. It's ridiculous how greedy the policy is, just because, oh, we've had 2 games since the beginning of the series, so we continue to have 2 games every generation. No. Enough is enough, Game Freak. Stop being greedy. Stop inflating your sales. It's ridiculous. I think if I show you my shinies, I'll have too many spoilers, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, so again, in fact, if it weren't for my friends, I actually wouldn't have bought it because I did not plan to buy it. I was done with Pokemon for the second time, and then they got it, and it's like, okay, I got it. So I actually bought the download version. You'll notice, zoom out. There's R-Type Final has the card indicator, which is physical. This is digital. And, I mean, I'm not transitioning yet, although the Switch would have been a great system to do so. But, yeah, no, this is a game where you can pick up and play at any point, do a little quest, or catch a few Pokemon, or whatever you want. So I wanted that option this time, as well as the option of having, I'm not going to say, well, a real game, because this is a real game too, but an actual game that you want to sit down and play, because, not that you don't want to sit down and play this, but what I'm saying is I want the option of being able to play this at any time without having to switch cartridges. So I actually went digital for once, and I don't regret it. And because we're in Japan, the convenience stores do sell a little card that has the code inside of it. So there is something physical to get it. But I will probably end up getting it physical anyway, because they do tend to become collector's items and go up in value. And as I said, I do have every game except for Arceus and these 2 physical. So actually, Let's Go Eevee I also don't have physical. But again, why do we need 2 copies of the same game, Game Freak? It's 2022, almost 2023. One last thing I guess I will say is, not only are they expecting, well, are we expecting DLC? Oh, there we go. But you can see this entire area here, it looks like a black cliff face in-game, and you can't scale it. Whereas Miraidon, once he gets his claw upgrade, he can climb anything. This is one area you cannot climb. So my friends are speculating that this is where some of the DLC is going to take place, possibly. Oh, okay. There's another thing to set me off here. Actually, let's try and visit the shrine, see if you can find what I'm talking about. Okay, so there are spoilers for legendary Pokemon. And they're behind these colorful doors here. And what you want to do... not seeing one, but come on, come on. Hopefully we'll get lucky and do a little bit of that in the process. Okay, there you can see a terrestrialized Pokemon there. So you can find them in the overworld too. Have to fight them. But, okay, come on. Anything, anything? Usually around the colored doors, there are these stakes in the ground, one stake in the ground. And you have to go all over the country and find all 8 of them. Obviously, I found at least 4 here since 2 of the chains are removed. But you have to find 8 stakes for each Pokemon. So that's 32 MacGuffins that you gotta look for to get all 4 legendaries and a complete Pokédex. And that's just ridiculous. 8 for 1, or 8 for all 4 would have made much more sense. Oh, is there anything on top of the door there? No, it doesn't look like it. 8 for 1 would have been fine. Even 18, you know, 1 for each Pokemon type, if they were different colors, that would have been acceptable. But 32 MacGuffins for 4 Pokemon. I know it's part of the endgame story, but for me it's really annoying, and I wish they'd done that better. And, you know, I don't have time to waste looking around every nook and cranny here for a stupid stake. So yeah, you can sort of try and angle the thing, angle the camera so you can see the cliff face below, which you really can't. I mean, we're not randomly going to cruise into one. I don't think. It'd be awesome if we did. But, yeah, we've got about 30 seconds left in the video. So, see, if I had, if I had been anywhere close to that, Meryl just now, we would have been in a battle. Because you're going too fast and there's no repel. Okay, well, yeah, can't find it. Okay, and our bottom line is, it's the best Pokemon game, and it's the worst Pokemon game at the same time. You can have a lot of fun with it. It has terrible performance issues, so be aware of that before you buy. Hopefully, in the future, we'll get some patches that fix what needs to be fixed. But, yeah, so that's Pokemon Violet, and as a result, Pokemon Scarlet. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, and until next time, have a good one.